Joe Flacco on the move, throwing, and that's complete on the far side of the field. Steve Smith with a big gain for a first down. 17-yard pickup.
Well, that's a way to get Steve Smith involved right away on a quick little boot, get him to the sideline. And it was interesting to see as this tackle's made over on the Carolina sideline. I wanted to see if he was going to jump up. He didn't look at anybody. He didn't say anything. Of course, he jumped up and did his traditional first down sign. But I was wondering if he was going to jaw a little bit, and he held himself.
And 7, and Flacco to throw. Near sideline. That is grabbed by Steve Smith Sr. and out across the 30 for a first down.
Baltimore's doing a good job of controlling the football. Everything coming out of Joe Flacco's hands has been to give him keys.
Flacco got time, lofting it up, tip, caught. That is Steve Smith Sr. for the touchdown. Owen Daniels tipped it, and number 89 was there. 61 yards.
This is clearly a pass, a corner route to Owen Daniels. Steve Smith on the outside, I believe, just had a hitch route and started clearing up the sideline, and that's what always pursuing to the football. Good things happen. Stay active in the play.
Seems like it was in the cards from the beginning of the week, doesn't it? Steve Smith Sr. with the touchdown catch, 7-0 Ravens. We're back to Baltimore in just a moment. Number 89 wasn't the happiest guy in the world when Carolina cut him. He all week long was saying it was going to be nothing but blood and guts out here. A couple of the Carolina Panthers wore goggles to practice to protect from the blood and guts, and look who turns up with the first touchdown of the day. It was Flacco to Steve Smith Sr. for the only touchdown of the day so far.
Well, Steve Smith's on an out route here, and Owen Daniels is on a corner route, and this is a layered thing. And what Steve Smith does, he gets to the sideline, he breaks it off and converts it up the sideline. And what happens is we showed him talking to Joe Flacco, and he's over there saying, well, what happened was, because there's lots of times this happens and the defensive back gets a big hit or gets an interception, and you're not supposed to be there. So this works out in Baltimore's favor, and Steve Smith is in the right spot. But you can see when we came back from commercial, he's talking to Flacco, and Flacco's like, hey, that worked out great, but you can't just convert routes on your own.
This time, worked out great this time. So now Flacco on first down, under pressure over the middle. He's got his man, number 89, Steve Smith Sr. Smith Sr., so we don't confuse him with his son, Steve Smith Jr. Thought it was interesting talking to him yesterday that he thought he was pretty close to maybe hanging it up as a career when he left the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, he said he's been re-energized getting here to Baltimore and learning a new offense. Feels like a rookie again, and is excited to be on this team.
Let's talk about number 89 and his day so far, Trent.
They've utilized him a couple of different ways. Short underneath here, they just try getting the ball quickly. First play of the game for the Ravens. Does a nice job turning the ball up the field, and he's always had such a nice low center of gravity, been able to keep his feet. This one he's out of position. The long touchdown, he's out of position, but he does a nice job of catching that tip ball and converting it into a 61-yard touchdown.
His 49th career 100-yard receiving game. Flacco lost the handle, picked it up, throws it downfield to the end zone, caught for the touchdown by Steve Smith Sr.
Well, that play was messed up from the beginning. It finished the right way for Baltimore, but Crockett Gilmore, the tight end's trying to run out on the field. He gets all the way out to the field. And
pass interference, defense, number 23. Penalties decline. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Flacco waves him off, tells him to go back to the sideline, and then he drops the snap. He picks it up and just throws it to the back line of the end zone. Nice adjustment by Steve Smith Sr. with White draped all over him.
Yeah, Melvin White with a bit of an early hit.
Now you know why they call him Joe Cool. I mean, the fact. Gilmore came all the way out almost to where Flacco was standing.
They're taking a look to see if that is a legitimate catch. Let's see the ball when Steve Smith hits the ground.
I don't think it ever touches the ground. I think he maintains control of the ball. I think he keeps his arm and his hand underneath the ball.
What's the idea of when a DB just grabs a guy in the end zone, just hoping for the 1 yard line rather than a touchdown?
After review, the ruling on the field stands. It is a touchdown.
'89 wanted to make a statement. We just didn't know how big a statement he'd make in the first half alone. Last 3.5 minutes.
Well, even with all the chaos going on around this play, Joe Flacco recognizes that the safety's in the middle of the field, and so after he drops the snap, he keeps his composure. He knows where he's going with the football. It's just a matter of getting it out before the rush collapses around him. And nice job by Steve Smith Sr. getting leverage, getting to the outside. And then you see how he stacks the defensive back. He gets on top of White and doesn't allow White to get back through him. He adjusts to the football, and it's the only place that Joe could put the ball. And there he is having a little fun.
For what the defense presents.
All right, Evan, thank you. Flacco, this side of the field, that's complete. Steve Smith Sr. with another catch. Flacco throwing far side, complete. That's Steve Smith Sr. Brought down at about the 7.
Nice timing on the route. Flacco throws that ball before Steve Smith even comes out of his route. So when he turns around, it's right there. And that's, that's a characteristic Steve Smith's had his entire career. After first contact, he gets so many yards after first contact. And there, he ends up taking a hit in it. And because of that, he does take extra hits. His durability has been impressive over the years.
What a day he's having. And Steve Smith Sr., he's had an okay day. Just ask him.
Him and a coffin. You're dead. Take your ass back to Carolina. Make sure you mow my lawn too while you're out there. Keep it clean for me.
What a day for number 89. He was front and center as the Baltimore Ravens knock off the Carolina Panthers by a score of 38-10 for Trent Green, Evan Washburn, and the rest of our crew here in Baltimore. Greg Gumbel saying so long.
An old man playing a young man's game. Some of y'all gonna have to ice up.